Peaches? Why is everybody talking about peaches? What's so great about peaches nowadays?
Impeachment. Impeachment. They
Oh.
want to impeach the President of the United States of America.
Oh, so we're not talking about the song?
Oh, we are not.
Man. I was hoping that. I like that song. Millions of peaches. Peaches for me. Okay, so I guess we're talking about Donald Trump.
Okay. My problem is that what's going on is they keep talking about impeaching, and it's just like, wait for the facts to come out. There's a huge rush to go, oh, we have to resist. There's the resistance in the White House. They have to keep strong, stay strong, and then we have to impeach them. And it's just like, why don't you guys wait for all the facts to come out? It's like, everybody's like, oh, you have to impeach him. He fired the FBI director.
Isn't that
he
his
is
right?
allowed to
do that,
fire
right?
him. There's nothing in the rules stating he's not allowed to do that. Now, the FBI director got fired because he was playing politics too much. Now I understand when you are a CIA director, FBI director, you have to have a sense of politics, but you're actually supposed to try to be for the nation, not for a party. And Comey was playing too much politics. So he basically, in my opinion, got caught playing too much politics and got fired for it. And I don't blame the president for firing him, because it's like, you know what, get rid of him. And now they have an independent review of everything Russia going on, which will probably work better in the long run. But again, it's still, you have to wait for the facts to come out.
Because that's not news. That's not newsworthy. Saying wait for the facts is not good news. Doesn't make headlines. Today, breaking news. Wait for the facts.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't make for good publicity.
No,
period.
That's not good TV.
So, they're like, oh, we got to do this, we got to do this. And it's just like, really? And, okay, Donald Trump does not help himself. He is one of his own worst enemies. He runs his mouth on Twitter.
Oh my God, he runs his mouth everywhere.
He's pretty well spoken, in my opinion, considering, he doesn't speak like he speaks on Twitter, right? But on Twitter, he just,
He's unfiltered. I wonder if he controls his own Twitter account. He must.
I bet you.
That must be a nightmare. That must be a nightmare for
the staff.
staff.
It definitely is. Especially his Sean Spencer, his
Secretary of State, isn't he? Secretary of State?
Press secretary.
Press secretary, yeah. The guy who talks every day.
Yeah.
Updates.
For him, it's a nightmare. Like, he must just go, I want to die. Some days...
What did he say at 3 a.m. now?
Yeah, it's like, oh, what do I have to... Oh man, I want to die. I bet you he says that to himself.
I'm dumb when it comes to this kind of stuff, but I don't even know what impeachment really is. Like, I don't even know. I know that it's like saying pretty much you're not good enough, you did something wrong, get out.
Impeachment is removing a sitting president from the office while he is for legalities. There's a whole bunch of reasons why he could have broken the law, but committed murder. Nixon got...
he got impeached for his Watergate or whatever, right?
Yeah, he got impeached for Watergate, which was basically shady business dealings that he had his hand in, and he got caught, basically. If he hadn't gotten caught...
let's see how many the politicians have been in shady business deals.
Well, no, but that's the thing. He got caught. Whereas others,
what I mean. Yeah, others
don't.
They do it. They just don't
even
get
Bill
caught.
Clinton. They tried to impeach him
That was
over
for getting his willy wanked in the Oval Office, wasn't it?
And he's probably not the only president who's got his willy wanked in the
Come
Oval
on,
Office.
really? Could you imagine being president and being like, "Yeah,
Come
I
on.
can screw you in the office"? Yeah.
Have you not heard about JFK
Well,
and Marilyn Monroe in? The
That's
White
all
House?
only speculation,
You're right.
of course.
It is only speculation. We will never know the truth. But it's one of those things of, these people they're human after all.
Well, yeah.
And, come on, being the most powerful person in the world.
Come on, you don't think Obama didn't boink Michelle on on the desk in the Oval Office? Yeah. I bet you they did.
You'd have to do it in every room at least once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
General human nature.
If Trump has done something to actually put the country and its people in danger, then yes, something should be done. But if he hasn't done anything of that ilk,
okay, and here's the thing: there's a lot of anonymous sources saying he's done something wrong. And here's the thing: they are anonymous sources. So one, it doesn't guarantee that they are correct, but it also doesn't guarantee that they aren't wrong. So there's that there's that thing that happens is like, they could be right, they could also be wrong. That's the problem. And even if they weren't anonymous sources, it's still, they could be right.
So they want to impeach him based on
nothing.
But they're thinking that he has some shady business deals with Russia. Is that the whole issue?
Well, this whole Russia thing isn't going away because they're basically saying, "Oh, Russia got you elected." And I'm like, no. If Russia had gotten
the dumb rednecks in the South got him elected.
The people in the middle of America.
Yeah.
So California, New York, basically all, East and West Coast basically voted Hillary, and everybody in the middle voted for Trump. So it's not Russia that got him elected. It was the working class voter that went, "I'm sick and tired of not having work." And then you have Hillary saying on the campaign trail, "We're getting rid of coal." All these coal miners and the people that rely on it went, "No, we're not having that."
Yeah.
And people are like, "Oh, well, Clinton won the popular vote." Well, guess what? That's not how you elect a president. Come on, you guys are American. I know this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you don't like the system, then you got to vote to change the system. Or you got to work to change the system. Not, well, he didn't win the popular vote. Well, that's because your system is dumb. Just like every other electoral system has some flaw to it.
Here in Canada, the Liberal government won a majority government with only like 38% of the vote. So he controls, I think it's like 62% of Parliament with 38% of the vote.
Does that make sense?
We're quite accustomed to the minority.
Yeah. The minority picking
minority rules.
Yeah.
So it's just the way the system works. And we talk a lot on this show that if you don't like something, get involved and get it changed. Check on your candidates. Check on what they have to say. There are really, really interesting things being said in Canada about how the next federal Conservative Party leader wants to do things. Or because they're fighting for leadership. One guy is saying, "Oh, I want to do this and this and this." And everybody goes, "What the fuck is he smoking?" Because he said a lot of things
that
are very, very non-typical for a Quebecer, actually. So
that's good.
No, and because he's saying this thing, I like
outside the box.
No, he is, and I'm going, wow. I want him to win, even though he's a Quebecer. Quebecers.
That's what we need. We need more people to think outside the box in this world. There's this old mentality that we're stuck in of this in this world of that everything has to go in this line and follow this process. When I think that it needs to change. It needs to be different.
And we're seeing it in the world happening right now. Like, Trump got elected.
I think that was the first big domino fall of potential change.
Brexit was a big potential change. Trump was the biggest one so far. Even in Europe, even though something hasn't happened drastic like Trump, you still are talking about the main parties losing many, many seats, and those the weird
fringe
parties gaining opposition status.
Because the fringe parties aren't so wacko as you once thought.
Yeah,
their ideas aren't so out to lunch.
That's what's going on right now. Is all these people that you normally would just vote for the status quo are going, well, I'm sick of the status quo,
and I think that's what
I'm voting over
here. I
think
Trump is he's so out there and so not the status quo that people are just trying to throw any word like peaches, impeachment, whatever, ice cream, doesn't matter, to get them out, because it in a sense it affects the establishment that's been in power for so long.
And here's the thing with the establishment, when they continue going along the same course that they're going on. For example, I believe it was CNN. They went to a correspondence dinner with the president, and during dessert, the president got a third scoop of ice cream, whereas everybody else only had 2. And CNN
Made it a big story.
Made it 2 stories.
Oh my goodness.
So when you have your news sources doing stupid things like this, it feeds into that narrative.
Yeah. Of you're different and you're... We sit here and we try as a society to be like, it's okay to be different, yet we point out everything that is different.
Yeah. Well, another big thing is like, Saudi Arabia is going to serve steak with ketchup for President Trump. I'm like, so?
It's no different than steak with barbecue sauce. Who cares? When you're pointing out little things to make
him come across like, no. You're just showing your weakness, your flaws.
Yeah.
If this Russian thing actually has some teeth to it, hop on that, but don't go,
bring out the facts
Russians
of this. Bring out the facts. And
start showing.
Yeah.
Who
cares about ice cream and ketchup?
Yeah.
Let's talk about Putin having his hand
up Trump's butt and using him as a puppet. If this is true, show us.
Mm-hmm.
Start being journalists. Start going out there and start going, this is why we believe. These are how we connect the dots. Instead you're just going, Russia, 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 Russia. And I'm worried what's happening is you say something long enough, loud enough, more and more people believe it, even though it's not true, and things start to become self-fulfilling prophecies.
It is. That's exactly what's going to happen, because there's so many people we're a lazy society, and we want our news fed to us. We want our facts fed to us, and like you said, if you say something enough, people are going to take it as fact, even though it's not.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the narrative right now is Russia, and it's like, well, what's going on? What are they doing? What's happening?
Yeah, no matter how much I read, I don't find
I haven't seen
anything that says why. They're just Russia interfered, and it's like, no, like the massive email dump from the Democratic Party. Apparently that was an insider from the new Democratic Party, right? Again, it's that lack of news. You read it on one website, but you don't read it on another website. It's like, well, is it fake news on one site? Or is it because these people don't want you to notice something over there?
Everything's about context. When you take anywhere, you can take a clip of anything and make it sound like something it's completely not when you put it in the whole context.
For example, I'm a Nazi. You could take that clip right there, and all of a sudden I'm a Nazi.
Exactly, yeah.
But that's the thing. I'm not a Nazi.
Yeah.
Even though I said it not that long ago. But clips show up all the time. And, many, many people are painted with that broad stroke of a brush. And just like, clip, here's a sentence, shows it, he's this, he's that. They're this, they're that. And it's like, no. You might not like this. In the Bible, a lot of people love to misquote the Bible. The problem is like when you, and I've been told this by a couple pastors, is like when you read Bible passages, you always have to make sure you take the quote in context. So you always make sure you generally read the chapter, or at least the line before and the line after. Because Jesus himself says, pray to me and I'll give you whatever you want. The problem with that is the line before that says, align your heart to me and then pray to me and I will give you whatever you want. So there you have it.
It's all about context, my friends. It's all about context. Don't forget to don't throw peaches at us. Throw the likes at us. All right? And hit that subscribe button. Don't feel free to comment below. Tell us how crazy you think we are, or if you think maybe we're Russian spies. Who knows? We're Russian spies in Canada.
Yeah. I want my money, Russia.
Yeah. Hey,
Come
Russia,
on, you're a little behind on the
ship
payments.
it over here. Yeah, you're a little bit behind. A little bit behind. Yeah, guys. Thanks for watching.
Tune in tomorrow.
Moving to the country, I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches. I'm moving to the country, I'm gonna eat me a lot of peaches. I'm moving to the country, I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches. I'm moving to the country, I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches.